Hello everyone, welcome to my session. Today we are gonna start with a Spring tutorial once again. We have covered the what is the Spring, then we have started with the Spring Core framework. So as a part of Core framework, this is the another session onto the Hello World example. So you people will get a feel that how the code can be happened into the Spring Core and how it looks like, so you will be comfortable with it. And in upcoming sessions we would be covering the basic concept of Spring that will also see through the code, like dependency injection, inversion of control, and many more. So for creating the hello world uh, example, you will need a basic prerequisite. So first is the JDK. So for a JDK download, you can go to the Google, you can go to the Oracle site, and from where you can download the JDK according to your operating system. Second prerequisite here we are having is a Spring Toolsuit. So Spring Toolsuit is a kind of a tool provided by Spring which has a maximum capability. So you can download the Spring Toolsuit as per your operating system as well. So this tool will get downloaded, and this tool will look like this. Okay. The third prerequisite for your is the Maven. So Maven is used to download the Spring dependencies. So we'll see. So you can go to the Google and again do the Maven download, and on Maven website you can be able to download the Maven installation. So once it is get downloaded, so you can get the respective file for the Maven from here, and then you can configure it in your command prompt. So once it is configured, if you type mvn here, that means the application is installed and you are ready to use that. So if you see that scan failure, build failure, so Maven, that means the Maven is installed, and you can unzip this Maven directory and you can use it by traversing to it, or you can set it into the environment variables. So on Windows environment variables, you can go to the edit system environment variable, then you can go to the um, here environment variables tab. Just a minute. I have clicked wrong button, so it will take a time, but you can go to this environment variables and there you can set the clear path of the Maven directory, so it will be, you can directly start using it from the command prompt. So this is the third prerequisite. Then one more prerequisite is Spring Libraries. So Spring Libraries, you can get it here on Maven repositories. Spring Libraries. Okay. So if you go to the Spring framework, repo.spring.io, you can get the version wise library. So if I click on 5.2.6, so you can go get the distribution.zip, so you can get the all the libraries here. Else you can go get it from the Maven repo as well. So Maven repository is there, and Spring Core, if you type, all the repositories are here and you can then download it as well. Okay, these are the prerequisite for this. So we are now moving to the creation of the project. Once you will download the Spring Toolsuit, you have to create the workspace. It will ask select any folder. Once you will do it, then this window will be visible. I have created some existing projects, so there won't be any project in your case. So the next step is that to create the normal Java project with this. So there are three ways. Either you create a Java project and add a libraries as a dependency. Second is that you can use the kind of project type, that is R types, to create a project. And third one is that you can create with R type, but you can use a Java configuration instead of XML configuration. So we'll go through all of them in a three sessions. So first I will cover the creation of the project with the Spring plugin. So you can go to the file, then new, and then Spring Legacy project. Once you will go there, create a simple Spring Maven project, give a name as a first project hello world. Okay, So I have given this name and just type of finish. Okay, so this project is got created. First project, hello world. If you go to the pom.xml, you can see that all the Spring libraries are got here, like Spring framework. So all the necessary like Spring context and Spring transactions, all these libraries got included by default, like Hibernate. So you don't need to include any libraries if you use the STS. In Maven dependencies, you can see that this libraries got downloaded as well. Then in main folder, there is no uh, class. So first we'll create the main class, that is application main class. We'll give a name as a, just create a public static void main, so the methods should get created. So this is your starting point got created as we create into the Java. Then this next step is that you have to create one class, that is hello world. Okay, inside that you can have a public string message hello world. Okay, and you can create a normal getter and setters. Right click, go to the source, generates getters and setters, select the field and click OK. So it will generate the getters and setters. So this bean is got created for you, the application is got created. So we'll be creating the another file, that is XML file, that is getting used into the Spring to do the basic bean configuration. So we'll be giving a name as a service.xml. Okay, so this file is got created. So if you go to the Google Spring XML configuration, okay, so you will see you can go to the any tutorial and you can see the normal configuration which is mentioned here, right? So similarly I have just created a basic configuration, so we can just copy paste it. So in services, I this is a standard format. I'm just copying it into the my services.xml. Okay, just a minute. Okay, this is I have copied and I'm just putting into the services.xml which we have created. Okay, so what this is a basic bin definition in the XML. So we are giving the ID as a hello, and then class is a, we have created hello world. Okay, fine, this class is got created. Then your XML configuration is done into as per the Spring. Then we'll be just loading that configuration. So we have to use application context. Okay, this is application context. If you see, it is a kind of interface. New, we are using class path application XML application context, so we can give a XML file name here. Okay, that is we have created a service dot XML. Okay, fine. I have to use the new as a small. Okay, so the instance got created. If I go to the application context, if you see, it is an interface. So this is having the many implementation. You can read it from the class path or file or even the annotation base. So we'll cover our annotation based into the next topic. So now we have declared the bean. Now I want to get that bean from that configuration. So you have to use a context dot get bin. Okay, and here the bin name we have given is as a hello. Okay, so this hello would be the same as this bean id. Okay, so we'll get this bean. So for getting this bean, we'll need to create the hello world as a instance of that class, and this is we need a typecasting because it doesn't know what is the class while compiling. So we'll need to add the typecasting here, and then we'll use a sysout to just print hello dot get message. Okay, so what has happened in Spring, we have given the configuration for this class, and this the instance of this class will get created by Spring at a runtime. It will get passed, and then the get message method will get called, and this hello world will get printed. Okay, so I'm just running this class, okay, as a Java application. So if you see, it has given kind of the sax parser exception line to XML document. So we'll go to the XML. Okay, okay, just I'm again saving it. I'm just running it. Okay, extra space was there if you see earlier, so that was it was not able to detect. So if you see that class path application context got loaded, it has loaded the all the bins, and then it has printed a hello world message. So if you want to debug it how it is doing, we'll add the debugger pointer here. Okay, and we'll just debug this application to show you how it is happening. Okay, so here, okay, if you see, the context will get created here into the variables. um, it will show you the variables. This context got created here, right? So this context is got created by the Spring itself, and then when I am calling this get bean method, I'm just doing the F6 here. Okay, and if you see, the instance of hello would get created with this uh, class identifier. I'm just minimizing it, and if you see, the hello instance got created, and it has a message, and message has a hello world. And when I'm doing the hello.get message, it is just printing it on a console. Okay, so here it got printed. So this is how we have created a first hello world application, and to the Spring. So we have seen the main class, then the Pojo class, and how we have configured it into the XML, and it got loaded. So this is using the Spring context concept of a dependency injection and inversion of control, but we'll see them in a detail in a next session. So thank you so much for your time. We'll see the annotation configurations into the next session. So thanks.